My name is Sarah, and today I will be doing a book review on The Wrath and the Dawn by Renee Adahi. Sorry, I can't pronounce it. Was it Adahi, I think? So, this book is supposedly a retelling of 1001 Arabian Nights, which I have not read. So, it's about a young girl named Shahzad. She goes by Shavi, and I think Shavi, that's how I pronounce it. Shazi. Yeah, Shazi. And she volunteers to become the wife of Khalid, this ruler of their country. And it is said that the morning of the wedding, after the wedding, he kills his brides. So it's like scary. I would not want to be his bride. So apparently Khalid killed one of Shazi's best friends, and she plans to get revenge against him. At the same time, her friend, who actually is in love with her, Tariq, is planning a revolt just to get her back. So this basically takes place in the Middle East. It has that whole Arabian thing going on, like Aladdin, but not exactly that much magic, which I can do without in this book because it really didn't have a place really needed in it. So it has mystery, and you're always wondering what is Khalid trying to do with all these wives and stuff. And it's actually pretty good. It starts off like right then and there. So for a second I was like, did I miss something? What happened? And it's like, then it slowly unfolds. It's like, I liked it. It was nice. It was a nice little read. But at the end, I'm just like, what now? What just happened? So, yes. For non-spoilers, if you like historical fiction, just like, what was it? An Ember in the Ashes, then you might like this little read. It's nicely paced. Then again, it starts off right then and there, but it unfolds nicely. If you like Arabic stuff, yes, this has like a lot of things in there from like Arabia, and it does hint for a little bit magic, little carpet thing. So yes, if you like that, then this is your book. So, Wrath and the Dawn. So. Bye, non-spoilers. So, my initial reaction towards this whole book. What just happened? Is that the end? Because, it stops. Like, how it begins. It starts right in the middle, and it ends right in the middle. Oh, my God. So, we have point of views, mostly 3 main point of views, which is with Shazi when she marries Khalid with his secrets going on, and with his cousin Jalal, who's like the head of his security, and Tariq, who is Shazi's friend, and apparently he loves her. The whole book, I was like, Tariq, I do not care how you feel or what you think. Let's get back to the main couple here, because they got something interesting going on. So apparently Shazi's best friend Shiva was the last bride to marry Khalid, and he died. Well, Khalid did not know that Shazi was best friends with Shiva, so he was trying to figure out what motivated her to volunteer to be a bride. I'm like, you either want to make the caliph, the ruler, love you, or you just hate him. So he's trying to figure out, well, she hates me, but why? It's like he has this rule of not getting girls from the same families. So apparently Khalid is cursed. We get this feeling whenever it's his point of view, and like he keeps talking with Jalal and Jalal's father, who is Khalid's uncle, and they keep saying, you need to do this, you need to kill her so we can continue on. But then it always goes back to Shazi trying to figure out what's going on. So Shazi has a handmaiden named Despini. I call her Despini. And the Rajut, who is like her bodyguard. So she made this comment. So you're a spy to Despini? She's like, yes, I will report everything to the Caliph. And then Rajut's the best swordsman in the country, her personal bodyguard. Executioner that needs to be. So yeah, she has like a little interesting group of people that follow her around the castle, and there's some parts in the book where I'm just like, oh my god! Like when her Shazi and Jalil start shooting the bow for the first time. Like she's pretending, I've never shot bow and arrow before. Oh sure. And like, you know, here she is practicing, and then all of a sudden you see Khalid watching her, and like it's supposed to be a secret. And I'm like, oh my god. Like I get those moments where it's like you just want to squeal. So, and apparently she's a better shot than Khalid, because he has to still use his little indicators to see where he's shooting, and she's like, I can shoot with my eyes closed. She's really good at doing that. So you like the curse. For non-spoilers who have not read this book, shoot, because I want to keep this curse thing silent. For those of you who have read the book, or you're just like, hey, it's just a curse, what's so bad about it? It has to do with Khalid's first wife. Like a year or two ago, and he married, and she lost a child, and she asked if he loved her, and he just like said, I do love you, just to make her feel better, and then she kills herself, Ava. And then Ava's father curses Khalid, saying like you have to kill 100 people that you love, like people he would marry, and like take them from families that do love them, and if not, then you will have restless sleep, which apparently has not been sleeping ever since Shazi entered the palace, because he has not killed her. And then his country would suffer, like there hadn't been any rain for months. There was a plague, people were dying, and that's because Khalid refused to start killing the people who would marry him. So it finally got to the point where he's like, I have to do this, and it's up to, I believe, like 72 brides he has killed, and every bride he writes a letter knowing that he'll never send it, but it just one of his guilt things. He writes a letter to the families that will never receive it, saying how sorry he is. And for some weird reason, Shazi just caught his interest, and so she kind of reminds him of his mother, because she would tell stories just to keep the nights going until dawn. And so that's where I believe the Arabian Nights stories come in, because she does the first story about a thief who manages to survive on an island and rubs a little antique, and a man comes out in smoke, genie. And then it continues on to where the thief who stole a ring from a man gets the ring to him because he respects him. And the old man said, I knew it was you from the beginning, but I trusted you and everything. I saw that you were a hardworking man, and leaves his daughter for her. And then all of a sudden you get this person that comes to the wedding asking the thief, do you know where I can find the boy Aladdin? And another thing that kind of ties, I believe, into the Arabian Nights is when Shazi meets a man who used to be the best friend of Khalid's mother, and who used to be at the palace until he was thrown out. He leaves her like this kind of old rug, and he hints something like how her father can make roses bloom, but then it just starts dying. He's like, you have this power as well, it's just not yet awoken. Well, when Despini and Shazi takes out the rug and she touches it, it starts moving, you know, and Despini touches it, nothing. Shazi moves. The flying carpet! Oh my god, I would love to have a flying carpet. It would save so much on gas, I swear. Either like flying carpet with my little aviator goggles, or a dragon. But you know, you gotta feed a dragon, so that will cost a little bit more money. So, and Tariq, I don't like him, but I need to talk about him. So like, he finds out that Shazi volunteers, and he's all like, this is not right, why would she do that? It has to be about Shiva. No, I gotta save Shazi. And him and his friend Rahim go to the palace, well, the city where the palace is, and he meets his uncle, who is the father of Shiva, and they're like, okay, we will start this revolt, but it has to be about something other than the girl you like. So like, people don't like Khalid because he's been killing their daughters. So there, you got motive, you got people who are willing to stand by you. And then he meets Shazi at the palace when Khalid summons all of the nobles just to show that he has a queen. And then Tariq automatically assumes that she has in their version like Stockholm syndrome, like she actually cares for this guy. What has he done to her? And then he starts talking like he knows what's best for her. It's like, dude, she was the girl that wouldn't take your warnings and climbed a wall just to prove you wrong. Why do you think all of a sudden she doesn't have this under control? I mean, like, she knows what she's doing, and if she says she cares for this guy, then you gotta believe her. You can't automatically assume that they did some witchcraft over her, making her think that she's in love with this guy, because she really does. Like, even Khalid finds out the relationship between her and Tariq, and he gives her the opportunity to kill him. Yeah, he tells her how to escape and just kill him, end his suffering. And she's like, no, I won't do it because I love you. It's like, hello. We love people. And then it's like, the magic does come in at the end, but that's with Shazi's father, who steals like this tome, aka book, that's, I would say, is like an evil book. It's like anyone who touches it like starts burning, their hands burn, but he has to like cut himself and sacrifice an animal or something, and he just starts getting all this power and stuff, and then he causes a storm, like a freaky day of tomorrow storm, and unleashes it on the city. It's like, he's starting to go a little cuckoo. Like, what did Logan from the Wolverine say? Cuckoo, kachoo? Yeah, he's going a little cuckoo. And then we find now that Khalid's uncle is planning to like overthrow him, and he gets some assassins at the end. And then Shazi at the end escapes with Tariq and Rahim, so no one gets hurt. She takes the carpet, which I assume is going to come into a major play in the next book. And that was just, and at the end, Tariq, no, not Tariq, oh my god, I don't like him. Khalid, he burns the letter that he finally finished writing for Shazi, because he stopped in the middle of it one night to save her from getting killed. He just like burns it and watches as the dawn rises. Because basically, Khalid's mother, when she was still alive, mentioned how there's bad, but there's also good when the dawn rises. So it's like, yeah. I would give this a 4 out of 5 stars, just because, like I said in the beginning, it starts right then and there with Shazi getting prepared to marry Khalid. And like they talk a little bit about the previous wives, but it sounds like information that you would expect before the wedding to happen, like a little explanation. So a little bit, I was like a little confused. The prologue had me confused for a while, because the author didn't mention Khalid or Jalal's uncle when they were talking about how they began killing the brides. They just said the guard or the general or the prince. So that had me a little confused for a while. They had a couple of point of views from Shazi's father, which had me believing he's starting to go a little mad, but it's like, okay, I'll deal with it. Tariq's point of view, I did not like him at all. Like, he had good adventures with Rahim, and when he went to go meet one of the noblemen who are part of a nomadic tribe of some sort, and I liked the old man. He was funny. He had a nice wife, a bunch of daughters, a bunch of granddaughters. That's cute. But it's just Tariq and his attitude towards Shazi, how you just automatically assume that she needs rescuing. I did not like that. I hope he gets a bitch slap in the next book to wake up to realizing that Shazi had this all under control. Khalid and Shazi's relationship, it was kind of cute, adorable, because she's like automatically wanting to get this information and use against him so she could kill him, but then she's having a nice time at the palace with Despini and Jalel. Sorry, I can't exactly pronounce these names right. Khalid, he was kind of quiet and kind of he has a hard time opening up, considering he has student pass. So that's like a nice relatable character. Their relationship seemed a little rushed, I would say. Like there's some times when Shazi doesn't like him, and times where she's confused about him, and times where she just finds herself liking him. Khalid was like more of a normal person. I did like it when they went to the market, because that's when their relationship kickstarts, I would say. Like, It's the cute, I would say, Aladdin version of Jasmine sneaking out into the public, the people. Like, I don't think they would like seeing him because, like, he killed their daughter, so that'd be like death on sight. But with him as a normal looking person, like, oh, welcome to my stall. Would you like anything to buy? So it's like, Shazzy also mentioned about the princess from Aladdin's story wanting to go out in public, so what you gonna do? So, yeah, 4 out of 5 stars. I like the whole Middle Eastern thing. This is my first book series I've read that had to do with that. It's mostly European and such because that's like a popular topic. So it's like, yeah, this was a really good book. 4 out of 5. Rough start, nice. Go through abrupt ending that automatically, I assume, leads to the second book. So this felt like a just a basic grounding of the next one, just to get people to know the characters, get them to know what's going on with the country and why Khalid's been killing his wives, and just to show the curse and how it works, assumingly that they can figure a way how to break it, considering Shazi is like the 72nd wife. So yeah, Wrath in the Dawn by Renee Adahi. I think that's how you pronounce it. And yeah, the next one is called The Rose and the Dagger. It looks a little bit thicker, so that might be good. There's actually like a little short story, and this is like the before Khalid sees Shazi for the first time, and you see how he's already all gloomed about this whole thing, and just like, we're almost done. But it's like, yeah, that's a little nice little tidbit of him. I wish that had been like the prologue. That would have made the transition much easier. So yeah, Wrath of the Dawn. Check it out. Nice little reach past the time. And yeah, my name is Sarah, and bye.